the beginning. You don't want to sit down? You sure? Okay.
Start with the phone call.
Right. You go, speaker.
I'd like to thank you guys for coming to my show. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, anybody got sneakers? Now that episode that you guys saw was the first pause. When I think of Soul Train originally and watching it from the very beginning of my early days, Thelma,
Yes.
you represented.
Yes, you did.
Very represented. I always wanted to meet you, and I met you at D. Fox's thing. I was so honored to meet you. So I just want to say thank you.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, that episode is the first episode that the Moonwalk, or aka the real name of it is the Backslide,
Right.
was seen on national television. And Michael had got a chance to see the episode. I don't know if he had tried to learn it on his own at some point or whatever the case, because it was 2 years later when I finally got reached out to. So, funny story is I used to be an impersonator of Michael way back when the Jackson 5 days. I used to go and do these shows and perform in talent shows and whatnot. So I got a call one day, 17 at the time, from my manager asking me if I wanted to go to this Michael Jackson performance. This company was creating these videos of all these impersonators. So I said, sure, absolutely. I'll go, yeah, let's do this. So we went, we did the video shoot, and everything went well. I got a call about a week later from my manager saying that they were killing me. Oh, they're going to do a tour and everything with it. So I got a call, they're going to kill the tour, they'll kill the video sales and everything. I'm saying, what's up? What's going on? He said, copyright infringement. So the music was not owned by the production company. They were going to be selling these things, in which they were talking about lawsuits. So me and my little 17-year-old mind, I'm like, am I in trouble? I'm thinking, am I in trouble? So he said, no, you're fine. They're just going to kill the tour. They're going to kill everything. Don't worry about it. We're good. So I said, okay. The next morning, the phone rings. And it's Michael Jackson's manager. Wow. So it's, my mom's yelling from upstairs, Michael Jackson's manager's on the phone. I'm like, no, Michael Jackson's manager's on the phone. So I get on the phone. I'm okay, I'm in trouble. The first thing come out of my mind, I'm like, I'm in trouble. I'm like, why would it get back to me for that? So he gets on the phone, and that's the first thing out of his mouth. Hi, I'm Ron Reisner. I'm Michael Jackson's manager. Michael asked me to reach out to you. Cheryl's song that got him in touch with me. And so shout out to Cheryl. Got him in touch. He said, Michael would like to get together. You guys to learn some kind of dance. Well, I don't know anything about that stuff. Some kind of dance. And he wondered if you're available to work with him on. I said, yeah, we good? Yeah. Well, here's the phone number. Give him a call. Just like that. Hung up the phone. Mom, sis, screaming like crazy. I'm like, gonna calm down for a bit. Let's ignore this. Gather myself. Made the phone call. Man answers the phone at the studio. Told him who I was. Michael gets on the phone. Hi, I'm Michael Jackson. Yeah, I saw you guys on Soul Train. I really want to get together and learn this thing. Because like you were going backwards, but like going forward at the same time. I don't know what it's called. It's like backslide. Okay, yeah. That's whatever you want. You just tell my manager. I don't even want to know. Just let him know whatever you want. Basically, gave me a blank check. Okay, let's do this. A week later, working with Michael. Walk into the studio. We spent about almost 2 hours in just talking to me. Just wanted to know all about street dance, all about who I was, how long I've been doing this dance, who else did this dance, where did it come from, but it's just going on and on and on. Get together past that and say, well, maybe we need to find and get to that. So I call my boy Cooley, he comes back. We get up, Cooley starts doing this little slide in place thing, which Michael later incorporated in this move. I jump up and say, oh, you can do this. Psh. He jumped off the stage. I'm like, that's it. He comes grab the bottom of my shoes, looking for wheels. Are there wheels? What's this song? He was serious. I was like, no, we're good. So fast forward, I had him for about a week. And we're just going until he finally hits the move. We had sorted out for him to demonstrate this move for the first time to Don't Stop Till You Get Enough on trying to tour. So they're on tour, getting ready to go on tour with the Jacksons. Work out the move, and remember, I'm an impersonator now, so I can pick it up for him. I'm like, oh, right here. Dun, 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 boom, boom, boom. Ooh! He was like, yeah, great, yeah. So he invites me to the show. When LA comes, he said, when I get to LA, you gotta come to the show. Absolutely. Come to the show. Get to the part. My heart is pumping. Come to it. Dun, dun, here comes, dun, 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 and nothing. Doesn't do it. I'm like, oh man, what happened? So we go to backstage after the show, and I asked him, I said, what happened? He's like, what? He's like, I said, the move. He just, oh yeah, I feel like I have to work a little bit more. I just, it's comforting. He's like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking, that's it. Never gonna happen. Oh God, never seen him for a while. Fast forward 2 years later, here comes Motown 25. Here comes Billie Jean. Nobody saw this coming. He broke into the move on that break and hit it. Now, what most people don't know, that whole thing was not supposed to be aired. That performance on Billie Jean was never supposed to be aired. Michael was he didn't want it aired. It was just going to be for the audience that day. So he was just like, and Susan the Past was like, are you kidding? He said, well, I'll tell you what. She said, why don't we film it? And if you don't like what you see, then we won't air it. But it was never meant to be filmed. And when he filmed it, when he did it, he saw the response. He said, yes, go ahead and show it. Go ahead and air it. But we almost never got that moment. We almost never got that moment. So I can't even imagine that. So how did it get
mixed up where he called the backslide?
So that's all right. We got that part. All right, we'll back up a little bit. So the whole backslide moonwalk story, basically, the last 10 minutes of the last day I was with him, I had the bright idea. I said, oh, you should learn how to moonwalk. He was like, what's the moonwalk? So I demonstrated the moonwalk, which is the move you seen Jeffrey do at the very beginning of the performance, which is the slow motion kind of thing. And he said, oh, no, that's great. Okay, well, maybe when we get back. But his mind was so fixed on the backslide at the time. He just kind of dismissed it. Fast forward, when they asked him the name of that move, the last name he remembered was Moonwalk. So the backslide is not a very commercial name when you think about Moonwalk and backslide, but the Moonwalk he attached to the backslide, and that's how the name got changed.
So the dance that Jeffrey was doing,
right in the middle and going slow, that's the Moonwalk. That's the Moonwalk.
Okay.
That's the Moonwalk.
The backslide is actually called the backslide.
Yeah, the backslide is a slide, you're going backwards, but the Moonwalk actually looks like you're on the moon.
Like the astronauts on the moon.
That's the Moonwalk. Okay, so whole different deal. Which he later kind of worked at, and Jeffrey ended up teaching him how to do that.
So let's talk about the bad video rehearsals. So how did you guys come together to go to that hotel at 2 in the morning? Y'all rehearsed it all night. Jeffrey came up with the scooting that you guys did together. Can you give us some of
the whole bad thing.
The bad video.
Yeah, the whole bad thing. Well, we were scheduled to do Smooth Criminal. So we're already in the works for doing Smooth Criminal, about to rehearse for it. Michael calls at the last minute and says, hey, do you guys want to go to New York? I'm shooting my first video for my first single. We're like, of course. So we fly out to New York. Jeffrey and I were the only ones from LA going to New York to shoot the video. So we get there, and Michael was so busy, he didn't have time to meet with the dancers all day. So Jeffrey and I would meet with Michael 1, 2, 3 in the morning, every night. Right? So we spent some major hours. And the footage that ended up being on Spike Lee's Bad 25, that was just Michael's footage he kept for himself. He would record whatever we would do, so we would look at it later and remember what we were working on. Who knew it was going to end up in this documentary? And later, this showed a lot more footage that never made it in, but that was the idea of the Bad 25, right? So the whole thing about the slide and the scooting forward and Michael's signature move, that was Jeff's idea. Jeff was like, you know what? Nobody's ever seen it as a group, Michael, you doing your signature moves as a group. And so that whole scoop thing, and it became iconic even more so because singing as a group doing it, and that was the whole Smooth Criminal, Lean, all that was Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
So I just got to share this really quick because, so I had 2 flyers. One flyer had Cooley on it. And so it said, one of the team members who taught Michael Jackson the moonwalk, which technically that's what Cooley did. He worked with him on the moonwalk, but I put the backslide on your flyer, and here come all the Boogaloo Shrimp fans. And so they were like, Brother David, Boogaloo Shrimp taught him the backslide. I said, wait a minute. I said, first of all, I said, if you go and look at Soul Train from 1979, Shrimp was too young. But what I want to say is, because everybody tries to take credit for one thing. Michael Jackson had 40 different choreographers. He worked with all of these street dancers.
Yes, he did.
He worked with Boogaloo Shrimp.
Up until us.
Casper
Yes, he did.
started it. But Boogaloo Shrimp also worked with him on perfection, side slides, moving forward. They all worked with him. So, just collectively.
Yes. I mean, I can break it down.
Break it
You want to
down.
break it down? I'm going to break it down.
And I love Shrimp. He can slap.
So the glide, slide, that sideways business, that's all Boogaloo Shrimp. Okay. He never really truly claimed the backslide. It's just other people put that on him.
Yeah.
But
He's an excellent
side
slider.
slide.
He
Right.
can slide in
That is
Converse
definitely
on
Shrimp.
concrete. Right.
The backslide, I taught Mike the backslide. Jeffrey came in later and helped Mike enhance the backslide, and perfect it more. He actually did teach him the moonwalk, the actual moonwalk that we know as the moonwalk. Jeffrey did teach Michael that. I was right there when it happened.
So what was Cooley's
Cooley is the slide in place thing. The whole, just right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that was Cooley.
Okay.
And so, then you could bring Poppin' Taco and these other people that
Yes,
came
Poppin'
in.
Pete.
Poppin' and all these
Yes.
people came in later and with the whole popping thing. So there, multiple street dancers played a role in what the outcome in terms of what Michael evolved into with his whole street performance. But, he was locker before then. He was locker, right? So
that's why I
he just had a heart for the
showed,
street.
that's why I wanted to show the video of him doing the dancing machine because he was doing the robot. And you clearly saw that he was trying to go in that direction. And just for all the Boogaloo Shrimp fans out there, because I love me some Turbo, Michael Jackson was inspired by Turbo in terms of the cover of the Bad album. He was inspired by Breakin' and Breakin' 2. And if you go look at his Leave Me Alone video, he has the word Turbo in the video. So he loved Shrimp. Shrimp and I've known each other for years. So I just want to clear up a lot of things because we have to put the truth out there. We have to keep it factual, but also know that this is a collaborative effort. It's the same thing in Chicago. I work in house music, and here they come. Who started house music? And Frankie Knuckles is the godfather. I said, Frankie Knuckles is the godfather. You have all these people. Farley is the king of house music. I'm the mad ambassador of house music. We all contributed to house music. So everyone contributed these street dances. And talking about Cheryl, Michael was crazy about Cheryl. In fact, Fawn told me that the Jacksons, they would always, come to Soul Train. They loved the way Damita danced. They loved the way Fawn danced. And Fawn said they all gave her flowers. She was running from the Jacksons.
And might I say the locker?
Here.
This guy here on the original Pop Locker.
Come on, Pop Locker.
My name is Elroy Skipper. Okay, my name is Elroy Skipper, and I taught John Campbell today.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Original Locker.
Yes, and anyway, the lock was the original idea for Pop, and Pop was came off of locking, and one of the things that happened was when I just
Take your time. Take your time.
operation, but
Take your time.
John Campbell group broke up. When Shabba-Doo came out off of that, and he came up with the idea for breaking. Okay, Shab, what he did was he couldn't use the name Lock for the dance for the movie.
Right.
So the Pop Lockers, they came from Baker, Fresno, and
Bay Area.
Bakersfield. Yeah, Bakersfield,
Right.
the Bay Area. And what they did was they came down to Long Beach. And so Shabba-Doo, he knew what he was doing because he sued by lockers. Because he was kicked out of the lockers. He and
I'm
three
not
others.
surprised.
Three others. You're not the only one. Okay, so at that point, you know, I was there when they all came, you know, Casper, Cooley, Alpha,
Right.
Deputy, all those guys.
Right.
They were representatives of Alpha and Deputy at that time. You know, I knew about all of them, but I was the original person that taught Don Campbell to dance.
Right.
All together. He didn't know how to dance at all.
Right.
I was just on a cat over there.